This appears to be the end of the road for me. I expect them to call for my arrest any day now, perhaps the 20th, with the EBS alerts for a satanic pedo ring that I in no way had anything to do with. I would never hurt a child. I would never hurt an adult. This is because of the soul that I carry. I carry an ancient soul, and they want it gone. And because I didn't sell this ancient soul in Denver, Colorado in February of 2023, I'm finished. I'm dealing with the most powerful people in the world. They are hybrid humans. They will be your next Anunnaki gods. This is all about Lucifer's rise. And it has to deal with me. I fully expect them to make me the angel of light. I've had family, friends, everyone turn against me. I've been alone for 2 years. I will be the return of Satan. They want to make the person with the pure soul Satan, while those that are possessed and your gods that you bend a knee to, the most amazing things to hit the earth. Again, just know I never hurt anyone. I'm being framed. And this is the biggest frame job in human history. They erased the original creator from history. Whenever I met Gina, I won't use her last name, she will be your Lucifer. She will be announced your supreme god. They do plan to announce a woman as the supreme god. I'm guessing in 3 to 5 years from now, you'll have a woman as your supreme god. The 666 runs it. The 666 runs the Antichrist. The 666 runs the Savior factory, because they killed the original creator. They kill her every great reset. They force her birth. They make her have a kid. In this case, they made me have my son. Yes, I'm saying I'm being targeted because these people think I incarnated into that person. I'm not crazy. I'm very sound. My son will be announced as the next Jesus incarnate. He didn't incarnate into anything. He's possessed by the serpent. I had him artificial insemination, and the sperm was supposed to come from Minnesota. Instead, 24 years ago, it comes from Spain by the man named Homer, who is Gina's husband. He comes from an offshoot of the 13 satanic bloodlines. I'm dealing with the most evil people, quite literally, in the world. I was invited to join Homer and Gina's marriage back in February of 2023, and I got scared. They were both possessed. I have been dealing with possessed people for 5 years, each and every day. No one could have like a normal adult conversation with me, because I can assure you, after losing my home, $800,000, clothes, furniture, pets, abduction attempts, doctors making me cry, lawyers backing out on my cases, the government turning against me, local law enforcement, sheriff's departments, everyone. Literally 100 people across 15 states. I can't even tell people my name anymore because they're using this hive mind, demonic, telepathic chat system. Literally, I can't even tell people my name. I would have sold this soul. I would have asked for a freaking different one. If I knew that I was going to die and be made out as a violent pedophile that has hurt kids, that has hurt adults, that has basically just been hell on wheels, wreaking havoc on humanity, I would have gotten rid of this soul in like 2 seconds. Ask for another one. These new gods that return, the Anunnaki, it's a fake UFO invasion. We live in a firmament, it's a closed system. Planets are fake, we're surrounded by water. This will be CGI, UFO, whatever. They're going to burn the place down. They're going to move everybody into smart cities. Revelation is a script, it's not prophecy. It's just an excuse to call as many people as they can under the guise of biblical prophecy. So again, I'm going to have to self-delete to avoid being drug out in public, being guillotined, and having my heart eaten by these people. I tried to commit suicide last February. Unfortunately, I was not successful. They were able to clear out the ICU, put their own nurses and doctors in there, and film skits for the dark web. Playing videos on YouTube of a pedophile getting guillotined. They weren't even dressed in like normal hospital gear. They were dressed in like Star Trek outfits. It is disgusting what has happened to me. Disgusting. This world is evil, and humanity is screwed. Georgia Guidestones, they want the population down to 500 million. And that's what they're gonna hack away at it until they get there, until they have a planet full of just hybrids, people with no souls, and that's it. A planet full of malignant narcissists is what they want. Oh, and by the way, they do plan to say I have a personality disorder and that I'm a liar and all this is BS and I'm crazy. No, I'm not. All of this comes true, and I would just give anything. My son, who returns as your Jesus. You're going to say he incarnated from Thoth in the Emerald tablets, to Enki, the Sumerian tablets, to Jesus in the Bible, to Aid today. Tried to kill me for 3 years. They gave him some sort of directed energy device, radiation device, sent me to the emergency room. My organs were starting to fail. It caused me to have a brain MRI. It caused me to get a false cancer or a preliminary cancer diagnosis. Had to have a cervical neck MRI, just about severed through the cervical spine. My life has been hell. And all I had to do was join their freaking marriage and sell my soul. 3.5 years into this horrific treatment of me, I meet these people, Gina and Homer, in an off chance on a dating app. They found me. They happened to be in town from Spain. They were in Colorado when I posted an ad on a dating app, wanting to leave Texas, thinking Texas was my problem. Talk about a 1 in a million chance to save my butt. Would have been to join their relationship and live in a castle with a moat that I was promised. Instead, I get scared because I suffer severe PTSD. I get an email saying I failed their test. Satan and his wife, Gina and Homer, they are the human clothes that Lucifer and Satan that live underground, the reptilians, they use Gina and Homer as their clothes for when they come to the surface. I get an email saying I failed their test. Literally failed the devil's test. I didn't know I was taking a test with the devil. I'd have paid a lot more attention. I wouldn't be going through what I'm going through right now. But because of the PTSD that they caused me, severe, I flunked. And so now I'm going to die. Now I get to eat lead or get drug out, scooped up in a helicopter, a military helicopter, by freaking Donald Trump, the Antichrist, whom which I cannot even stand. That's my life. This is the last video I'll ever make. There's no write it out. There's no don't do that. There's no it's not happening. Yeah, it is. It is. Next few years will be amazing. While Donald Trump gets the whole world to fall in love with him, then there'll be 3 years of complete chaos. This is the Great Reset, folks. They've done 5 or 6 great resets in human history, and we're about to go through one. And they're gonna make me out to be some sick individual to 8.2 billion people. When I'm one of the nicest, I've made great effort to always be kind to others. my entire life. My life has been a lie. Both of my serious relationships were plants, not even real. My birth was forced. I'm not even sure that my parents were even my parents. Basically, they wanted me to be born to be framed. My son, while possessed, when I called the police on him, which started this snowball effect of my downfall, says he's been waiting for this day his entire life. So literally, we're talking about an entity that could be 10,000 years old. He's been waiting for this day his entire life to make me out of Satan. So you're looking at the next angel of light right here. Well, you bend the knee to blood drinkers here in a few years. They are using mind control on everyone. They could literally use frequencies, and they're doing that with me, in an entire community. They could make an entire community either fall in love with someone or hate them with all their might. That's why I can't tell people my name. You could literally say that SpongeBob SquarePants is the new god everyone's going to worship. And with the right frequency, everyone would bend a knee to SpongeBob SquarePants. We live in a sick world. Malignant narcissist doesn't even describe what these people are. There needs to be like 10 levels of worse than that to explain what has happened to me. Please, I beg of you to remember my name. I beg of you to remember my name. The light is about to get extinguished. The dark runs the show. The Anunnaki created the second batch of humans. The original creator created the first batch of humans. It's where the Rh negative bloodline comes from. That's why they won't tell you where the Rh negative comes from. They say they don't know because it would destroy the illusion and the matrix that we live in. They wouldn't want to admit, oh yeah, we killed the original female creator. That's where Rh negative comes from. That's when Satan took over everything. The Anunnaki is Satan. The Anunnaki are reptilian. And guess what? They created the second batch of humans, which means the majority of the people on this planet have serpent DNA. And they are activating this serpent DNA. Some have more than others. And they're activating that. And I'm witnessing people go from what used to be a kind, normal person to an absolute monster, to an absolute jerk. It's like activating demons inside of people. Literally. We live in the sickest world. The sickest world. They are developing, or already have developed, supposedly, an artificial intelligence heaven and an artificial intelligence hell. And that's where they're going to start sending souls, because if they're going to cull the population from 8 billion, they got to have a place for the souls. I feel certain I'll be in AI hell, so they'll probably send all the people that do good deeds to AI hell, and all the people who have robbed, stolen, raped, murdered, they get to go to AI heaven. So hopefully I'll see some of you in AI hell, and we can have some fun together. This world is sick. I never hurt anyone. You're going to hear my name on the news. Sadly,